On June 20th, 2012, at Beijing Capital International Airport in Beijing, China, a 9-year-old All Nippon Airways Boeing 767-300 was getting prepared for a flight out to Tokyo Narita Airport in Tokyo, Japan. The aircraft is registered as Juliet Alpha 610 Alpha and was operating under flight number 956. There were a total of 183 passengers and 10 crew members on board. The aircraft then departed at 10:26 a.m. local time, bound for Narita Airport. The 3-hour flight over from Beijing had been uneventful. The aircraft cruised at an altitude of 35,000 feet and a ground speed of 480 knots. But up ahead on the approach into Narita Airport, there was trouble. There were some very strong winds on the approach path into runway 16 right. A weather report taken at the time shows that the winds were moving in a direction of 220 degrees at a speed of 16 knots, gusting to 29 knots. This would suggest a crosswind component of over 27 knots, which is already above the 767's limit of 25 knots. Nonetheless, the pilots decided to continue with the landing. And, well, the aircraft lands brutally hard, at first touching down on its right main landing gear, then touching down on its nose wheel, then touching down on both main landing gears again before the nose wheel comes down completely. Also noticeable is that when the aircraft finally landed, there was a flux in the fuselage skin. Thankfully, there were no serious injuries, but 4 flight attendants had suffered minor injuries. Upon arrival at the gate, a post-flight inspection was conducted, and it clearly showed that a section of the fuselage in front of the wing had been creased and bent. And as these pictures show, there were cracks found in the area where the aircraft was bent. There was also damage inside the cabin done to panels. 4 years after this incident, in 2016, Japan's Transportation Safety Board released their final report. It states that probable cause is, quote, "It is highly probable that this accident occurred by the damage to the aircraft is a result of the hard landing of the nose landing gear after its bounce when attempting to land at runway 16 right of Narita International Airport. It is probable that the hard landing of the nose landing gear was caused because the captain could not notice the bounce of the aircraft and controlled it to take a nose down position in order to make an early touchdown of the nose landing gear. It is probable that the continued landing with the aircraft being in an unstable posture caused by the crosswind with gust, which occurs when there is a strong southwest wind around the airport, contributed to the occurrence of the accident." End quote. As for the aircraft, it was repaired and was put back into service, and is still in service to this day. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider giving this video a like, sharing it, and subscribing to my channel. I'll be back next Saturday with more content. But until next time, I'll see you down the line.